Final topic, my Malkin's moments. Couple great Malkin's moments for you. First, have to start with Aaron Judge, who I touched on and talked about earlier today. Hit his 60th home run of the season, tying Babe Ruth for the second most home runs by a Yankee in a single season, not to mention second most hit in the American League since Roger Maris at 61 in 1961. So he's one shy of the Yankees legend in that department, two from passing him for the most in the pinstripes. So with his 60th home run, by the way, he also tied Babe Ruth for the 8th most home runs in a single season altogether. Not just as a Yankee, but altogether. Of course, he became just the 6th player to hit at least 60 home runs in a season. There's 6 other players that have accomplished that. Barry Bonds, obviously Babe Ruth, Roger Maris, but as I mentioned, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGwire. So those are, this is exclusive company. Sammy Sosa did it 3 times, McGwire twice, Bonds in 2001. Not to mention, Judge's 59 home runs were already the most by a right-hander in the American League, in American League history. So he already had joined Babe Ruth and Roger Maris as the only Yankees to have collected multiple 50 home run seasons. Babe Ruth did it 4 times. Roger Maris did it 3 times. And now Aaron Judge has done it twice. He joined Babe Ruth 4 times and not Roger Maris. Mickey Mantle two other times. He's the 3rd member of the Yankees franchise to have hit multiple 50 home run seasons on the year while wearing the pinstripes. It's amazing. And he's the first player since Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown in 2012 with the Detroit Tigers to lead all 3 categories in September or later. And he's the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle won the Triple Crown in 1956, which, as I mentioned, is, in my eyes, the greatest individual season that we had ever seen because of not only the individual success, but also the team success that it translated to. So shout out to Aaron Judge. Just an incredible, incredible accomplishment. And I'm rooting for him to continue to hit those dingers over because it's special to see. And I want to see how many he can hit. He can hit. Finally, Raul Rosas Jr., who signed a contract with the UFC at 17 years of age. He became the youngest fighter ever at 17 years old to sign a contract. He's 6-0. Dana White saw him win in a unanimous decision over the weekend at his Contender Series, offered him a contract, the UFC contract, on the spot. And listen, it's extremely daring to enter UFC, to be a part of the UFC, to be a fighter. But to have that precociousness at age 17 to already be actually worthy of signing a contract with UFC, credit to him. That's extremely special. He's already talking up a big game, talking about John Jones. John Jones was the youngest UFC champion ever to win at age 23. This guy's hoping to win at age 20. Again, regardless of whether or not it happens, to have an athlete, again, he's still shy of his 18th birthday, and he's already signed a contract with UFC. That's something special. So shout out to those 2 guys. All right, that's all the time that I got for today. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Morning Joe every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, and 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe, J-O with Jonah Malkin on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Jonah_Malkin or at morning_Joe_ JMalk97 on Instagram and Jonah Malkin on TikTok. Thanks so much. And as always, have a lovely rest of your morning.